It was just a pistol, a cheap FN 1910, pulled from a pocket by a nervous 19-year-old named Gavrilo Princip. One moment later, a shot rang out in Sarajevo, and the world changed forever. This wasn't just an assassination. This was the spark that ignited the powder keg of Europe. A single bullet that unleashed a war so vast, so devastating, it would come to be known as the Great War. But how can one gun, one teenager, one moment cause a world war? Before 1914, Europe was a continent under pressure. Empires were bloated, alliances tangled, and nationalism was on the rise. The major powers, Britain, France, Germany, Austria, Hungary, and Russia, were stuck in a silent arms race, pointing guns but not firing them. Yet. Beneath the surface, colonial rivalries, ethnic tensions, and wounded pride, everyone was waiting for something, anything, to break the balance. And it broke. In the Balkans. The Balkans were a hotspot of tension. Austria-Hungary had annexed Bosnia in 1908, angering Serbian nationalists who saw the region as part of their future Slavic empire. Secret societies like the Black Hand dreamed of uniting all Slavs under one flag, and they were willing to kill for it. Enter Franz Ferdinand, heir to the Austro-Hungarian throne. On June 28, 1914, he and his wife Sophie visited Sarajevo on the exact date that Serbs commemorated their defeat to the Ottomans in 1389. The symbolism? Dangerous. The Archduke's route was public, the security, minimal, the threat, real. That morning, several assassins lined the route, some with bombs, others with pistols. A bomb was thrown but missed. The motorcade sped off. It should have ended there. But fate had other plans. Later that day, the Archduke's car took a wrong turn and stopped right in front of Gavrilo Princip, who happened to be buying a sandwich. Princip stepped forward, raised his pistol, 2 shots. Franz Ferdinand was hit in the neck, Sophie in the abdomen. Within minutes, both were dead. The world stood still. And then, it erupted. Austria-Hungary blamed Serbia and issued an ultimatum. Serbia agreed to most terms, but not all. Austria declared war. Russia, defending Serbia, mobilized. Germany, backing Austria, declared war on Russia. France, allied with Russia, joined in. Germany invaded Belgium to strike France, and Britain, bound to defend Belgium, entered the war. In just weeks, the world plunged into a global conflict. Trenches stretched across Europe. Poison gas, machine guns, and artillery shells rained down. Millions would die. All because of one bullet, from one pistol, in one city. Could World War I have been prevented if the assassination failed? Possibly. But the system was already rigged to collapse. The alliances, the pride, the thirst for power, all it needed was a spark. The assassination just lit the fuse. In a way, Europe wasn't pushed into war. It was waiting for an excuse. By the time World War I ended in 1918, over 20 million people were dead. Empires collapsed. The Ottomans, the Austro-Hungarians, the Russian Empire. A new world order was born. And it all traces back to a gun in Gavrilo Princip's hand, a 19-year-old with pneumonia, bad aim, and a dream of Serbian nationalism. That's the power of history. Sometimes it only takes 1 second, one trigger, to change the course of the world. This isn't just a story about a murder. It's a warning. About pride, about alliances, about escalation. A reminder that small actions, even misguided ones, can cause global consequences. And as we look around the modern world today, with rising tensions, nuclear threats, and shifting powers, we do well to remember Sarajevo, because history doesn't repeat, but it rhymes.